Well, welcome to another edition of In the Pit of My Stomach. And I know it's been a long time since I've been here. My name is Bruce McGee. I'm a senior silver brand ambassador here for Plexus Worldwide. And today, I just want to welcome you guys. It's the Thanksgiving holiday. We're coming into Thanksgiving tomorrow. It's a Wednesday. And I just want to welcome you guys and wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. And we just have some interesting stuff going on with Plexus Worldwide. And we're going to do a couple of things today. We're going to first give you our Black Friday, or actually later on in the show, we're going to give you our Black Friday offer for this year, and it's going to be a very good one. But also, we're going to talk. We're going to switch gears a little bit with the show a little bit, because what I want to do is I want to be able to talk to you about. Excuse me, I'm a loss for words, but we want to talk to you about some of the myths that are involved in network marketing, or what they call a multi-level marketing. And I have a guest coming on. He's not in here yet, but you know who the guest is, because he's always my guest here on In the Pit of My Stomach. He's just running a little late, but that's okay. We're going to let him in as soon as he gets here. And but we're going to talk about the myths, some of the misconceptions that people have about going into business for themselves. Especially with network marketing, because multi-level marketing has had a black eye over the years, and it's one of those things where we're just constantly battling with that. And I just want to welcome John Odermatt to the show. How you doing, John?
Good. I was sitting in the wrong room. I joined the wrong podcast link you sent me. We have back to back today, so sorry about that.
We're doing back-to-back podcasts today. Yeah, we have another podcast that we're doing later on, but this one's the In the Pit of My Stomach. I want to welcome John Odermatt, because he is my kind of like my co-host here on the In the Pit of My Stomach, and I welcome him back, and hopefully he's doing okay and not too rushed today, just like everybody else is. And
yeah, trying to unwind. You know, I don't know if people are like me, but the run up to any holiday really, but it seems like Thanksgiving, especially with work and all kinds of obligations, can be crazy. So
I'll tell you what, man, I've been wound up since Friday, man. I haven't.
Yeah,
I've had sleep and then go. That's what I did.
Exactly.
And as soon as I get done with these two podcasts, I'm going to be going. Hey, I see you got some new earbuds there, man. How's those working out? Is that your new Apple Apple stuff, or what?
Yeah, I've been using them for a few months now. I don't know. It's convenient because you don't have the cords to deal with, which is always nice on a podcast. You don't bump into stuff and then bump your mic. And I think I got to figure it out, where the problem I was running into is if you pick up your phone and your Bluetooth is on, because I have an iPhone and I have a Mac, it'll automatically, if you just touch your phone, or even if someone texts you, the AirPods will jump to your phone from the computer, and then all of a sudden you can't hear anything. But right. I got that. I just got to remember to turn off my Bluetooth on my phone, and I'm good to go. So,
well, before you came in, I was telling the audience what our topics were for today, and the first topic that we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the misconception about multi-level marketing and network marketing, or direct sales. And then later on in the show, we're going to go on for a little bit. Probably won't be more than 30 minutes. But we're also going to talk about the Black Friday sale for Plexus, and so there's a lot of good things are happening with that, and I've been doing great. It's been going on 18 months now since I've been on the program. Wow. And man, I tell you what, man, I feel great, man. I've accomplished so much.
I didn't realize it was that long. Yeah.
Man, it's been that long. and I want to let everybody know that when it comes to products and stuff like that, I was very skeptical, and John can tell you, I was completely skeptical when I first started Plexus Worldwide, the triplex system. And I'm right now looking at you straight in the face, wherever you guys are, whether you're going to be watching this on a recording or listening to this on the audio. I am surprised. I am just absolutely flabbergasted. All kinds of things has happened to me. I've got a testimony that I can give you guys, but it's a long testimony to take most of the show. But I will soon be giving my testimony on this again pretty soon, and it's just great. So let's just jump into this, John, because you have been in this Plexus for longer than I have. I've got some slides that I want to bring up as we go through these questions and stuff, and I brought up
Slides.
a
Wow, you really prepared here.
I did.
Good.
I really prepared here. So what I did is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen also too, because one of the important things here is to get some people some graphics. And what it is, I brought up the Balanced Small Business report, and it gives you. It came up with a great article about the truth and the myths about network marketing. And you can get there. What is it's a thebalancedmb.com. And it's a cool place. I've been looking at it. I give everybody props for what they say here. But they got a bunch of questions that they went through, and we're going to go through one by one very quickly to make sure that we can get through this as a solid podcast and give people the most that they can get out of here. So first of all, we have is that network marketing is a pyramid scheme, and I misspelled network. I don't know why I did that, but I was going quickly through my slides this morning. But everybody says that network marketing is a pyramid scheme, and according to this report, the illegal pyramid tests the shape of the organization. It's not determined its legality, but it did. They did that in most businesses, organizations, including the government, would be illegal because they have a pyramid structure. Legal network marketing programs offer quality products or services that are sold to its consumers, and that's just a brief synopsis of what it said. What's your take on that?
Yeah, my thing on this, and I guess first, to kind of give my 2 cents before we get into this whole discussion. I do risk analysis, risk management for a living, and the one thing that when you're kicking off a new project, a new initiative, and you're looking at the risk of it, one thing as an analyst you always have to focus on is the bias that other people are bringing to the table, be it from past experiences, past projects, from things they've read about in the industry that other projects or initiatives are dealing with, obstacles, hurdles, risks, things like that. And that's the case with everything in life. So I think it's important to point out that we all bring preconceived notions to the table when we are presented with an idea, presented with something like network marketing. I'm no different. I've had experiences in the past with network marketing that were not the best. I've read about, I've seen videos on experiences with network marketing companies that seem a little bit shady. And so people are bringing these preconceived notions to the table, be it that they might think that you have to keep all this product in stock in your house. They might think there has to be some certain structure with how you got to build an organization. You can only have, 2 people that you sign up, and then you sign up everyone under them. Because those things are out there in different companies. So it's important to understand that people bring those to the table. And I would just ask everyone to who's watching this, listening to this, kind of push that aside for a minute and look at this with fresh eyes and an open mind. And when it comes to talking about pyramid structure, the main, obviously, where that comes from is really the network marketing companies that do kind of force a pyramid structure where you can only have a certain amount of people who are your level ones, and then you got to put people underneath them and underneath them. I can't speak for other companies. I know Plexus is very different in that there's no sign up as many people level 1 as you want to. And with Plexus, you only get paid down, I think it's 7 levels. So, you can't have this gigantic organization where you're getting paid on people that you've never even met before. So there's things that companies can put in place to prevent the things from that happening. And the other thing that you pointed out at the beginning with, what makes a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme illegal compared to, an actual network where you're, building revenue or I should say, growing revenue and through exchanging real products is pyramid schemes, Ponzi schemes. Everyone knows about Bernie Madoff. The problem there was no product. There was no vehicle to create wealth in that case. And where network marketing companies or MLMs or whatever can get in trouble and get into that shady space is when they're compensating people, compensating their ambassadors or their brand ambassadors or whatever you want to call them for recruiting and not for growing revenue, really selling products. So that's like the main distinction.
Right. Yeah, we all heard of Bernie Madoff, man. If you can actually go to Google and put in multi-level marketing, you'll get a myriad of videos and slams and graces and this and that about network marketing. It's no surprise that people are shunned away from them, especially when you have family members and stuff like that who've been in businesses like let's just say one of my friends was in AMSOIL years ago, like more than 20-30 years ago. I was in what they called Nikon, which was the magic the magic magnet company. They're still in business and they're still doing business. I'm not sure if they changed their business model, because personally I get soured off and I'm not going to do that. But I've always been open to try new things and open new businesses and stuff like that. It's the entrepreneurial spirit that I have in my body. So, but you can go back there. I mean, there is companies that they demand that you do a couple of different things all the time. It's almost like a full-time job, and that's just not all what I really want to push for multi-level marketing, because I don't want to push one company. But I mean, for us who deal with Plexus, I mean, we do direct shipping. I mean, the product doesn't touch our hands. You're free to choose to as much as you want to work, as fast as you want to work, and as wide as you want to work.
You don't have to do anything either.
Hey, you don't have to do anything. Like me, I haven't done anything in a couple of months. So I mean,
and it's cool. This is new with Plexus. They've changed really the way they sell. It was a little more complicated before, but say if Bruce is talking about his health, talking about how does it help with acid reflux and weight loss, things like that. You're interested. Oh yeah, I want to try those products out. There's two options. Bruce sends you a link. You get two options. You can either look at buying retail, which you'll be paying a little bit more, or you can look at buying as a VIP customer, being where you get like I think it's like a 15 to 20% discount, something like that.
Right.
And then normally it's like $19 a month. I think right now it's free actually for Black Friday to become a VIP customer. So you get that savings. And really the only time that anything would change is if you refer somebody to the products. Because when you become a VIP customer, you get a link, just like Bruce shared a link with you. You get access to a link that you can share, and say you share it with your brother or your friend because they want to try what you're trying. Then you get an option. You can either get a discount on a future order that'll be applied automatically to a future order when someone's using that link, or you can get cash. And when you make that distinction, it goes from there. So it's pretty. Right. It's awesome how they've streamlined the process. I don't know if this is like something that's happening throughout network marketing. I haven't done research, but I think it will one way or the other. I think it's really the future of it.
Yeah, we hope so. Well, one of the other misconceptions is only the person at the top makes money. Coming off this same article that I'm reading, is that the argument is more accurately describes the standard job. How often does a minimum wage worker become the CEO? Many quality employees never get the advancement of financial rewards and the quality of the work deserves. The argument suggests that only the people who get in early make money, which isn't true. Many ground floor members make nothing, while many who come in years later make a fortune. The truth is, in good network marketing companies, members can make any amount of money regardless of where they are in the organization, and the income is related to effort and not position. So that is the truth. I mean, you only get as much as you as much out as you're going to put into it, and if you get a good team under you, which is one of the misconceptions, and one of the actually I'm not arguing but debating somebody on another network and another group that I belong to, that you belong to also, about, you know, it's all about constant recruiting. It's all about doing this. It's all about doing that. Well, yes, I mean, I'm gonna be the first to admit that. Yes, it is that, because it is work. You're just not going to sit back and throw a link out there to your social media and all of a sudden you're going to get rich. I mean, that's where we're at here, as far as I'm concerned. I would be interested in your comments on that.
Yeah, well, I think it depends. It depends what you want. In anything, if you want to build up an income, you know, based on your own effort, and not, you know, using network marketing or selling a product, whatever it is, you're going to have to promote, recruit. Products don't sell themselves. Doesn't matter what you're doing. So it's just a matter of what you want. So a lot of people come into network marketing. Some come in, they just want the products. Some come in, they just want to, you know, make enough money to cover the cost of their products, which with Plexus, very easy to do.
Beautiful.
I mean, you refer three people, you're pretty much covered. And then some people want to build either a huge business or you know, want to make a few $1,000s a month. And yeah, it's not going to happen for you without putting in work with anything in life. So I don't really understand like the argument or whatever. I haven't seen the discussion you're having with whoever it is on the network, but
the problem is that either the person had a bad situation with an MLM or something like that, or just believes that freelancing and not paying anybody other than themselves is the way to go. But unfortunately, I think you pay anybody. I mean, first of all, you're going to pay the government, number one. You're going to pay them taxes, so they're going to be skimming off the top first. So they're actually
you're always going to pay other people.
Do that. Yeah,
I mean, you're going to pay the government. People. You're going to pay an accountant. You're going to pay someone to help you with your any legal obstacles you're running into. You're going to pay somebody to do your packaging and your shipping. You're going to pay somebody, you know, to handle your or unless you're doing all this stuff yourself, which in that case you can't scale. You're going to pay someone to help with marketing and advertising. So, I mean, the one thing with network marketing, and you know, we're talking about network marketing here, but as you know, Bruce, and you do the same, we're in a bunch of different things. So, but the cool thing about network marketing is the vehicle itself. A lot of that stuff is done for you. You know, the marketing materials, all the legal stuff. You don't have to worry about sales tax in this state or that state. And I know with my coffee business, it's a pain in the ass trying to figure all that stuff out. So I couldn't imagine with all the different products that Plexus has, if I'm trying to start a supplement company, dealing with, like, I wouldn't even try. Like it would be insanity.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. If I had to do everything that Plexus does for me to sell this product, I would be doing it for sure. So the next misconception is eventually they get saturated. And on this article, it already says saturation is impossible because there isn't a finite number of people. Every day, new people are born and turn 18, thus adding new potential network marketers to the pool of prospects. Tim Sales in Zig Ziglar's book, Network Marketing for Dummies, offers the best argument against saturation myth. He says, do you know anyone who doesn't have a refrigerator? No. That doesn't stop GE from selling more of them. And that is very, very true. Like you said, you know, there's people that have the problems like I had with acid indigestion, weight loss, you know, a couple of different other maladies that I've had that have been helped, you know, by Plexus. They need that help. They need that help with people that need AMSoil or any other product that's on the market that is network driven. The only saturation that I see is that there's a lot of women in the business of Plexus, and it's tough for us men to get a foothold, even though that there are. But saturation is I don't think is any problem. I mean, you know, I started seeing last night where where, who was it? One of the girls on, I can't remember her name. One of Brad Pitt's exes started advertising collagen, where they're putting the collagen in a drink or a coffee or stuff like that. So even the corporate companies, even though they've always been in the plant-based supplement and probiotic industry, they're really starting to feel the pinch with people like Plexus and other things like that, where they have the money to get out there and put Jennifer Aniston at the forefront of their product and be able to get national airtime. That's who it was, Jennifer Aniston, and actually,
that's a good ex. That's one of his best exes. If we're gonna rank him, she's got to be one or two. But.
I'll have to agree. But anyway, so the saturation thing is just that. If you think it's saturated because the only thing you're watching is the national TV scene, and you're watching the advertisements and saying, all of a sudden, I looked at that commercial and I went, oh, here we go. Now I'm going to start getting the questions like, well, Jennifer Aniston, she uses this collagen and it's, much cheaper, or whatever the case may be, whatever that case may be. I get those.
I bet it's not cheaper.
Yeah, but it's not cheaper. Exactly, it's not cheaper. I mean, if you go look at the ingredients of the things that Plexus, or the products that Plexus sells, ingredient by ingredient. Number one, you can't find them. Number two, you can't formulate them. Number three, you wouldn't be able to package them and get them onto the market and sell them at the same price. So I mean, that there's a problem there. So a lot about saturation because you're in different kind of businesses and stuff like that. You do risk analysis on the supply chains and stuff like that. Give us just a real short overview on that.
Yeah, I mean, markets ebb and flow. I mean, obviously, market saturation can be a real thing. I mean, but at that point, prices have to change. I don't think that. I think like the greater thing to talk about with this. Really, I think the shift that's happening, you're talking about like, brands using these celebrities to advertise and, trying to get on, corporate networks and things like that to get their product out there. I think that model is dying. It's in its dying years, and all those ad dollars are shifting. Those corporations are going to be coming into. You already are. You see it on your Facebook feed, your Instagram feed. See it on. I'm really noticing on Twitter now. There's a lot more ads coming in on Twitter. So those dollars are shifting. So when you have companies like Plexus and other network, marketing companies that are, they're on the same networks, but you're marketing in a different way. It's peer-to-peer marketing. It's people, you're marketing to your friends and people and your acquaintances and people who are followers of you or fans or whatever. So it's just a different way to sell a product rather than taking out these gigantic ad buys and putting a celebrity out there to try to get you to relate to them. It's seeing your friends who's had a positive thing happen in their life, and do you want to try the same product that your friend's trying? So I think saturation for network marketing in general is not even close to anywhere where I think it's going to be years from now. I just think we're seeing the model will continue to shift and morph, and we get virtual reality coming in, and that'll shake things up. But it's just marketing and advertising and the evolution of it that's happening right now. And when it comes to products, I mean, this comes down to who do you want to buy your products from?
Right. I think it's always been a choice. I mean, I think that Plexus actually puts out a great product, and I mean, I've been using it for 18 months. I have no complaints about it. There's products that I've tried and products that I don't use anymore. I mean, it's just kind of you customize what you want to buy and what you want to sell and things like that. So, there's when you go into a store, you don't buy everything, and I don't buy everything at the grocery store. You don't have to buy everything everything at Plexus. I don't,
Mm-hmm.
I don't advertise everything that I can for Plexus, because basically, if I don't use it, I don't advertise it. But if I do use it, I do. So I mean, there's a structure there that doesn't tend to saturation. But I agree with you. What you're saying is that things are changing in the ad world, because of the fact that all you have to do is we're talking today about Plexus and plant-based supplements and probiotics and marketing and network marketing. And I can guarantee you, next time I go to Facebook, Twitter, or Google or anything else like that, my feed is going to be saturated with the topics that we talked about today, because that's just the way that the algorithms work nowadays, and you're getting more pointed marketing pointed at you instead of this big national scene when you turn on your TV. I mean, your TV, eventually the TV is going to start doing that, where you're going to get personalized messages actually aimed at you towards the TV shows that you're watching and stuff like that. They're trying to do that now, but they just haven't done it yet. So the next one we go to is that network marketing doesn't work. And according to the Direct Selling Association, the direct sales industry, of which network marketing is a part of, grossed $35.4 billion in sales in 2018. Furthermore, more than 6.2 million people in the U.S. are involved in direct sales. These numbers indicate that network marketing can work. Success or failure has no less to do with network marketing itself, and instead is determined by the amount of effort that one puts into the business. We've already discussed that, so that's that's not a misnomer on anything against network marketing. It's just the fact that, number one, you're going to get out what you put into it. I mean, and like I said, I worked the business a little bit. Basically, the people under me are working the business, and like I said, I don't want to say that the pyramid scheme, but I mean, it works, and that's what you got going for you. I know that you have a team, your wife has a team, my wife is working to try to get a team, and it really just happens to be a situation where, number one, just let me make this statement. You could do this full time if you want to. You could do it part time, and you could do it as a hobby. The fact of the matter is like I said, you're going to get you're going to get out what you get into it. Right now, I'm breaking even. I might be making a little money, but I don't pay for my product anymore. So that's what's fantastic about it. I mean, if anything's happening, I'm breaking even. And if that's what we can get out of a business where you at least break even and then start getting into the profit phase, I mean, that's where the goal's at. But I mean, the goal is not to lose money, and I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I've lost money, because I've always been using a product, and that product is not being forced on me by Plexus or anybody that I work for. I'm actually using the product. Your take?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you said there. And I mean, does it work? I mean, I've seen it work in my own life. I've seen it work, for my sister, for other people that, that are very close to me in the business, who, make a lot of money.
Right.
It's not like, yeah, the important thing to realize, which I think gets lost, people talk about, well, you just get people under you to work, and people, well, why is someone getting paid for someone else who's sharing a product with their friend and they're getting a commission? Well, a lot of it, there's a lot of strategy to growing a network marketing business. With anything in life, with any large company, large infrastructure, relationships are very important. Communication is very important. Talking about education on products and different things like that. So, someone who builds out a large team, has to be organized. Has to have a vision. Has to be motivational. Has to have the leadership qualities. So, a lot of people, when they come into network marketing, you don't know anything about the business. You don't know how to grow this team. it's not just inherently built into you. So it takes time to learn. Sure, every once in a while you get somebody who starts a business and they're like a rocket ship, and sometimes that's just luck. Sometimes it's just their network was just looking for this. They have people who they were close to that they just happen to be looking. I would say that's pretty rare. It takes time, and you need to learn. You need to be mentored, like in anything else, any other business. You need to learn from other people. If you want to get what someone else has, you got to do what someone else did, and be it paying for it. Jason Stapleton talks all the time. I think it was his last show. He was talking about one of his mentors who he sold one of his businesses to. And he said it's the most expensive coaching he's ever got in his life, but he's getting a lot. He's getting a lot out of it. So
yeah, exactly.
People who are in network marketing who are getting a small percentage of the sales that you are helping to initiate, a lot of the time, most of the time, they are helping you. They are mentoring you. They are guiding you along. So should they not get paid for that? I mean, if you have a manager in corporate America which this doesn't happen all the time in corporate America, but say you have a great manager in corporate America, you're on a sales team, they're backing you, they're paying for training for you, they're helping you out. Do you get mad if your manager makes more than you? Maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe if you have a bad manager, but those things happen everywhere, and that can happen in network marketing. You could, someone could share a product with you, and you start a business, and they say, okay, well, good luck. Well, that's life. That stuff happens anywhere. So. I don't know. There's a lot of rambling.
Exactly.
Hopefully, you'll take something away from that.
That's all right. The other two that I'm going to show right now is that nobody really ever gets rich in network marketing, and also that network marketing is a cult. We're going to take both these back to back here and talk about that. And that is not true. That is not true. Like I said, we're going to go back to the old analogy that says you don't get out what you don't put in. And if it's a cult, well, I've seen very many cults that go on. I mean, you have a cult in a lot of things. I mean, look at the cults that they prosper in just by, like I said, Jennifer Aniston doing the this new collagen commercial that she has. Jennifer Aniston has a cult. She's got a following, and that's what a cult actually is when you have a following. So when I put up that cult network, there you go. You got a Star Trooper there from Star Wars. Is Star Wars not a cult? I mean, Star Wars conglomerated in, they sold themselves to Disney, and now Disney Channel has them, and now everybody has the Disney Channel. So can we talk about cults here for a minute? Yeah, we could talk about cults here for a minute. Everything is a cult. If you want to really get down to it. That's what I was going to
say. Everything is a cult. It's just degrees of cult. Yeah.
It's actually the same way, because I've been really hyping, the Nomad Network. I mean, it's a cult. It is. It's a group of people that get together, and we have a great time, bouncing things off the wall with each other, with business people and stuff like that. Everything is a cult. So to be able to get back onto network marketing and direct sales and stuff like that, to call it a cult is really a misnomer as to just what it is regular out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would just add to that, since everything is a cult, it's just degrees of cults. So what is like the separating factor that makes a cult bad? And you just look at it, are people being harmed? Are people being harmed financially or physically or whatever? So if you look at any groupthink that's happening, which groupthink is everywhere in the world. Right. Everyone participates in groupthink in one way or another. It can be dangerous in certain areas. If you look at, are people being harmed? Are people being misled? Are people being defrauded? And that's where I think people look at network marketing and think, well, people, and that's where, they think, well, some people are profiting off other people, and some people are getting rich off other people. Look at really what's happening. And, people bring their biases in, the things they think, and they put that context around it. But if you strip all your preconceived notions away and look at things for what they are, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised and understand that it's just a vehicle to get products easily, just like buying from Amazon or whatever, and also build a revenue stream, build an income stream.
Right. Well, I think that we kind of hit all the questions and stuff that were presented to me when I had this debate with the certain person that will remain nameless because I don't want to dox anybody. I really wanted to do this show, and me and John have been talking about this show for a while to do it because not only do we represent Plexus worldwide, we also work the system and I don't want to say system, but we worked business, but we worked many businesses. I mean, John, you're into many businesses. I'm into many ventures. I've got a CAD business. I've got a podcast business. I've got a audio editing business and things like that. And all these things are a pyramid scheme only up to me. But I've got people that I've hired under me and stuff like that. So if that makes me a pyramid, well, then we can call it a pyramid scheme if you'd like to, but at least I give out a product. And I think one of the most things that we want to give the people out there who are going to be looking at this show and going to be searching this show on Google and YouTube and things like that is to know that there are certain things that you need to look for when you're looking at a multi-level marketing or a network marketing, direct sales type of situation. And number one is that there's some red flags out there that you want to look at. And one of the red flags is do they really have a product? And if they don't have a product that you're selling and you're just selling, information or paper or whatever the case may be, and you're the only one getting rich, that's a big problem. And we want to make sure that there's a product out there. We're not going to sit here and boast on anybody's different business or anything, but that's one thing that I looked for when I was with Plexus is like, number one, did I have to have inventory in my garage? That was the biggest thing. That was first and foremost with me. Second of all, did the products work? And let me tell you, for those of you who don't know, and maybe your first time listening to this, I had a problem, and I gave John a chance. He coached me in with his way of advertising his product, and I gave it a 30-day trial, and it was hands-on. I just took advantage of the 60-day money back guarantee that we offer out of Plexus to be able to use these products, and within 2 weeks, 20 days, something like that, I started seeing a difference in the problems that I was having. And that sold me. And 18 months later, here I am. And well on my road to making, some extra income or at least breaking even and stuff like that. It's a great feeling for me to know, number one, that I got to know you. And number two, we've got some great products that we're taking together. I've seen your testimony from years and years and years that you've been taking this, and you look great. I mean, you really look great. Some of the pictures that I've been seeing in the last couple of weeks of what you and Nicole used to look like to what you look like now is it's a stark change.
Oh, Nicole always looked good, so.
She does. But you, Mr. Chubby Face, you're looking great these days, man. I really like what our products do, man. And getting into that, I just want to say we're into the Thanksgiving holiday, and on Friday we have Black Friday coming up, and I can't think of anything better than to support small business and anybody who is in network marketing, whether you're whether you're working for a big business person, all those people that are in network marketing, direct sales are a small business, and they depend on your dollars to make them go forward. So Plexus has a great Black Friday promotion. They get buy two and get one free Black Friday combo, and that's going to start out. I think we're already in it. So, but I know that Black Friday is coming up. Like I said, we got a 2-for-1 combo. I personally haven't looked into it. I wanted to look into it as something that I just found on my email feed before I came online. I go like, I don't have time. But yeah, we have a 2-for-1 combo sale going on. I'm sure it has to do with a lot of products. So you can go to the show notes underneath this, and you can get my link and John's link or anybody's link that you want to get to go to Plexus worldwide and see what we have to say about our probiotics and our plant-based supplements, our skin products, our nutrition products, all the products that we sell. It's a great thing. What do you guys got going on?
Yeah, I mean, well, that deal you showed, I think it's a great way for someone who just wants to try. I mean, Active. So Active is a performance. I hate calling it an energy drink since it's kind of different than that, but it does give you energy. It doesn't have any of the sugar or high fructose corn syrup or any of the junk that's in your Bang energy drinks or any of that stuff you buy at a gas station. And then Hydrate is one of our newer products. It's a hydration drink, which is fantastic. I was drinking it during the show
Yeah, I
today.
love it. Yeah.
And then you get one free. So there's a bunch of different supplements you can pick from there. So it's a great way to try some products. And I think you can get access to that. The pricing will be different, but retail or if you want to become a VIP, one of the two.
Exactly. So yeah, I got Active and Hydrate in my subscription coming in, and I don't get to use it much because everybody else in the house uses it. So I've got to hide a little bit for myself when I get that. But hey, John, I want to thank you for being here and being another co-host on the In the Pit of My Stomach podcast. And we're gonna get on here. I just wanted to let everybody know that this is very important to us to dispel the misnomers and the myths about multi-level marketing. We want everybody to be welcome to be able to do whatever they want to do, whether you're going to start a small brick and mortar, whether you want to join a direct marketing or a network marketing firm like Plexus Worldwide or any of them, because just be careful when you get in. Know that what you're getting into. Talk to people about it. Get involved with the people that are using the product and things like that, and make sure that that they're on the up and up. And that's all really I can say. Guys, I want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving, and we're going to try to do this in the pit of my stomach a couple times a month. And we're back. So it's been a while since I've done it in the pit of my stomach, but I'm rip-roaring and getting ready to get back. I'm getting my ducks in a row. I've got the website up and everything else. See everything down at the show notes, and we will see you on the other side. How about you?
Happy Thanksgiving, and
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Enjoy time with family. And I'll just say, if anyone stumbles across this on YouTube or wherever it's posted, reach out to Bruce, and he'll get you situated and help you find the information you need.
Okay, we'll see you on the other side there, John. Have a good one.